Welcome back to the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay series. In this video, we'll focus on multiplayer, which enables you to take on new adventures and further challenges beyond the single-player campaign. Multiplayer is a cooperative mode that encourages and rewards teamwork. Up to 4 players join together to survive escalating waves of enemies, complete a series of objectives, and extract from the battlefield. Let's jump right in. First, choose your character kit. There are over 25 character kits available at launch, including species from both the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies. Each has a unique set of skills and abilities suited for different playstyles. From here, customize your loadout. Like the single-player campaign, multiplayer weapons utilize Milky Way, Helios Cluster, and Remnant technologies. Each technology type gives you an edge on particular types of enemies. Over 40 unique weapons will be available, with more arriving in the months to come. Any character can use any weapon. There are no class restrictions. Best of all, you can modify and upgrade weapons to give you an edge on the battlefield. Boosters are another element of your loadout, granting additional attributes like cryo ammo, increased shields, faster skill cooldowns, or even extra XP. I'm hopping into battle as a Turian Havoc Trooper, equipped for medium to long-range combat with a skill focus on combat and tech abilities. Our Solarian Operator is equipped for medium to close quarters combat with a skill focus entirely on tech abilities. Our Human Adept is also equipped for medium to close quarters combat, but she's rolling into combat with a skill focus entirely on biotic abilities. Last but certainly not least is our Krogan Engineer. This bruiser of a teammate is going to play a vital role in supporting us should things get tough. Looks like everyone's ready. Let's get to it. Here we're on Firebase Sandstorm. This is Wave 4. We're taking on the Remnant, which will be arriving in greater numbers than in previous waves. We'll need to work as a team if we want to survive. Here they come. Wielding a Black Widow sniper rifle, I'll pick off some enemies with my squad mates. The Remnant have excellent combat range, and our position seems jeopardized, so we're going to rush ahead into the buildings where we aren't so exposed. The Nullifier and Assembler are stronger enemy types, but they're no match against a good fire combo. Still, the Remnant are advancing on our flanks. I'll post up behind cover and lay down fire with my assault rifle while my shields recharge. Looks like there's a clear path through these buildings, so we'll dart around and attack them head on. In periods of calm like these, always consider using the supplies you've carried into combat. It seems we caught these observers by surprise. Using our powers combined, they won't last long. Remember, the best kill is a combo kill. The Remnant force has dwindled significantly, but those that remain are starting to swarm. Just like us, they're stronger together. It looks like our Krogan teammate needs some help. You can approach and revive fallen squad mates anytime, but be careful, as this will leave you exposed to the enemy. It looks like there's still a few stragglers. Let's send them out with a bang. We've cleared the wave, but they'll be back, and in greater numbers. Make sure you and your team are ready. At launch, there will be 5 multiplayer maps, including Sandstorm. They are Firebase Zero, an outpost built into an asteroid. Firebase Icebreaker, a fueling station on a frozen ice-covered planet. Firebase Magma, a foundry set on a cooling river of lava. Firebase Derelict, an abandoned Ket ship. And Firebase Sandstorm, a vacated Milky Way species outpost set in a sprawling desert. At the completion of a match, all players' XP, credits, and medals are added up and awarded to each player, so there's no need to compete with your teammates. Use your XP to upgrade your character and evolve existing and new abilities. Use your credits to buy packs and unlock weapons, characters, and mods. Then, put your strategies to the test in the next match. There's another way to engage with multiplayer missions called Strike Teams. From the Tempest, launch the interface for the Strike Team missions. Here, you send Apex Strike Teams on important missions for the Andromeda Initiative. You earn rewards from these Strike Team missions that can be used in single player. Missions can either be completed by your single-player Apex Strike Team or by you in a multiplayer battle. As you play, you'll quickly figure out what works and doesn't for each character. Here are a few tips to help you jump directly into your first match and play like a pro. Always check your supplies before starting a mission. You never know when you're going to need an extra revive pack or a Cobra RPG. Begin your multiplayer adventure with the tutorial mission to earn some helpful rewards. Use cover. It's fast, easy, and it'll save you from taking too much damage. Play as a team. Stick together, support each other, and communicate. Working together is the only way to ensure humanity's survival in our search for a new home. We'll see you in Andromeda.
Welcome back to the Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay series. In our first installments, we took a closer look at combat gameplay. Today, we're diving straight into the heart of Mass Effect Andromeda, exploration. In addition to beautiful story missions, Andromeda is filled with worlds to explore.
No way this is home.
Our story is contained within the Helios cluster, a portion of space populated with dozens of star systems. And the Tempest is where that exploration begins. You can navigate star systems using the Tempest galaxy map. From planets to moons, to anomalies and starships, wherever you are in Helios, you'll now be able to see everything that exists outside the ship's main windows in real time. In Andromeda, there are over 100 planets to discover, and a handful of beautifully crafted worlds can be landed on. And that's where the adventure really begins. Each world you visit has its own story, its own characters, and of course, its own challenges. Today, the world we're going to visit is called Eladin. Exploring the opening landing area called Paradise, you'll quickly discover that the heat on this planet can be deadly. Water is scarce, and mysterious ancient artifacts dot the landscape guarded by dangerous remnant creatures. Basically, to live here, you have to be desperate, or Krogan. But even the Krogan aren't happy, and they don't trust anyone from the Initiative, least of all a Pathfinder. How you deal with the Krogan and these challenges will ultimately determine your success on Eladin.
We need the Krogan, and the Krogan need us.
Before you set out, you'll get an update from your AI, pointing out key locations.
The remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world.
We're going to start the adventure by heading over to the Krogan colony, but the choice of where to go is ultimately yours. Our all-terrain rover, the Nomad, is key to quickly covering the expansive landscapes throughout Andromeda. You can also enhance the Nomad with a series of functional upgrades designed to give you better turbo boost, higher jumps, better handling, and more. While you're exploring, one of the key objectives will be to discover locations to call down forward stations. Once found, each of these will act as a fast travel point and allow you to change your loadout or call the Nomad if it gets lost or destroyed. They also offer resupply and protection from any environmental hazards. Our conversations at the Krogan colony point us in a few directions. Exiles are causing trouble at their base, the Flophouse, and a derelict remnant ship may have a drive core the Krogan are in desperate need of. Let's head to that ship and see what we can find. Out here, we are more exposed to the heat. In Andromeda, all of the planets have localized and/or global hazards. The Pathfinder and the Nomad are both separately outfitted with life support systems that help protect against these hazards. But once you run out, you'll need to find a safe location or a forward station to recharge.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
As you travel throughout the world, you'll find new areas to explore, new characters, and new storylines. Ultimately, all of these discoveries will help raise the viability of the planet. Increasing planet viability does two things: allow for the creation of an outpost, and upgrade the Nexus, the Andromeda Initiative's space station. Before a planet can support an outpost, you'll first need to get its viability to at least 40% by pacifying threats, allying yourself to locals, solving environmental problems, and accomplishing specific tasks related to that planet's story. For example, in the case of Eladin, your relationship with the Krogan will determine whether you can build here or not. Regardless of whether you build an outpost, your exploration and discoveries will also give you Andromeda viability points. Reaching thresholds will allow you to upgrade the Nexus and wake up more colonists from cryosleep. Who you decide to wake up will determine what perks and advantages you'll get. Will you wake up scientists to give you an edge in research and development? Military personnel to give you an edge in combat? Or merchants to give you a leg up when trading? But of course, not everything on these worlds will be so straightforward. Andromeda holds many mysteries, not the least of which is a vast network of ancient vaults. Simply figuring out how to access one of these vaults is a challenge in and of itself that can take you across an entire world. Once inside, you'll need to rely on skills from every element of Andromeda gameplay, including exploration, environmental navigation, puzzle solving, and combat to get them back online, and then make it out alive. Go! And resolving the mystery of these vaults may just hold the key to survival in Andromeda.
This is unbelievable.
At its heart, Mass Effect Andromeda is a game of discovery and exploration. The choices you make and the places you go let you blaze your own unique trail through Andromeda. Whether you're exploring the depths of a crashed starship or delving into the core of an active volcano, the more you engage with the world around you and the characters in it, the more that world will surprise you with what's waiting just around the corner.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?